Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Boy, it's been a long time since I've uploaded something to this channel. Probably 6 months, 8 months, something like that, maybe longer. And there's various reasons for that. I got really busy. I had some card submission issues that I'll get into in a little bit later, and just general life stuff kind of just got in the way for the latter half of last year and the beginning of this year. So if you were subscribed to this channel for card reviews or card overviews or just looking at some new cards, I'm sorry. Gonna try to be more consistent with that, going to try to be more up to date on that sort of thing and try to be a little bit better about that this year. I'm gonna try to upload, one would hope, at least once a week or once every other week or something like that. I haven't quite gotten all the details worked out yet. But without further ado, today we have a CGC return. Now, CGC kind of screwed me on this one. And I don't mean the grades because I have not looked at the grades yet. I don't no idea how these cards graded. I sent these cards off at the beginning of October of last year. CGC held on to them for 4 months, and I finally got them back at the beginning of February. So I've had them for probably a couple of weeks now, just now getting around to unboxing them. But I had to go through their support twice. I had to ask them, you know, this says received at the beginning of October. What's going on? And they got back to me and said that they had a problem, quote unquote, and that they were going to be pushing them through as soon as possible, and I should hear something. And then another 12 days went by, the submission didn't move, and then I contacted their customer service again, they apologized again, and then they had them graded a month later. So I do believe that these cards were received, but once they were received, either they got lost by CGC, or the individual that was supposed to be putting them into the system never did, and this box just sat there for probably a good 3.5 months. So that was fun. I can't even tell you what's in here. I was gonna say, look, today we got some XYZ. I have no idea. I'm hoping. I think I've got some Pokemon. I know I've got some anime cards that are non-Weiss. There's probably some Weiss in here. Maybe a few personal, quote-unquote, personal items for the personal collection. That sort of thing. So, we'll see. I'm going to start kind of in the back here. I've got the box off camera. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. We're going to start off with the Precious Memory cards. This is an 8.5. This is DanMachi. Okay, so this, for those of you that don't know, Precious Memories is a card game exclusive to Japan. And you can get signatures out of Precious Memories a lot cheaper than you would Weiss. So, that's fun. Oh boy, here's something different. This is Final Fantasy. This got the gold label, 10. This is Edgar. This is Edgar. So that pulls the pristine 10. That's cool. That's our first pristine, second card out of the box. Whatever this is, it did not grade pristine. The back of the label spoils you. You don't know. You just hope it's a gem mint 10 at that point, but you aren't sure. This got the 10. This is a Skuntank V. This is from Silver Tempest. I believe this is an alternative art. So that's cool to see. Let's see here. Next one, again, not a gold label. That pulls the 9. That is the EVGX promo from the Pikachu and Eevee collection. That pulls the 9. I'm gonna make a separate pile here. So I've got 10 pristine, 10, 9, I'm going to need a 9.5 pile probably, and then everything else. And we'll go from there. Again, not a pristine. Ooh, that sucks. That's the Regidrago V alt art from, also from Silver Tempest. That pulls an 8.5. Next one here. 9. Marnie pulls the 9. That is unfortunate. Let me take a quick look here. I was really hoping that she would at least pull the 10, but a 9? Not even a 9.5? What is wrong with her? Off center on the back? Nope. That looks pretty good. Is there a dot anywhere in here? Nope. No dot. The front, you could maybe argue the front centering is a little bit off. It might be a little bit thicker on the left compared to the right, but yeah, it is a little thick on the left. And it's a little thicker on the top, but to knock it down a full 2 grades with the pristine grade seems a little harsh. That seems a little harsh. Alright, here's a Weiss card. This also did not pull the 10. An 8. Really? For a Weiss card. That's a Maid Dragon Rare from Dragon Maid. Put that into the junk pile. Anything below 9 does not normally sell very well. This pulls the 10 at least. This is another Maid Dragon Rare from Dragon Maid. This one is... what do they call this? Go-Go Churagon's Toru. So that pulls the 10. Gem Mint. Here's another card. Same card. Lower grade. So as we're going through here, I'm going to talk about a couple of other things. Car train's going by. Might be able to hear that in the background. 8.5 on that Toru. Brutal. Brutal. So the card market in 2024. 9. That's not great either. I must have sent off... how many of those did I send off? 4? 3? So 3 out of the 3, I think. No, 4, looks like. Out of the 4, 1 graded Gem Mint 10. So the card market of 2024, getting myself off track here, really, really has taken a bit of a downturn. And it's taken a downturn in such a way that I don't know how viable it is for sets like Modern Pokemon anymore, which is why I've been looking a lot more into these anime sets, some sets that are frankly cheaper, both for me to purchase and for my buyers to buy, because the high value cards, the high profile cards, the cards that once went for several $100s either aren't, have dropped, or are just stagnant. They're no longer going up. Oh, that's nice. We got a Gem Mint 10 on the Hestia from DanMachi. Of the DanMachi cards, I'm glad that one pulled 10. Because Hestia is very popular. So yeah, I'm looking into a lot of alternative card sets right now. And there are some cool ones out there. Precious Memories is really one of them. Rebirth for You is really cool. You can look at other things like Osaka as well. I'm not sure if there's any Osaka in here, but there is one in a PSA return that I still have to open. And it's just gotten to the point where it's like, you know, people are not spending a ton of money right now. And I think the reason for that is very founded. It's very, you know, relevant in the sense that, you know, people don't have as much money to spend. You know, things are tough. Times are tough. I get it. There's a K-On! Signature card from Precious Memories. That's Yui. You know, I've never seen K-On! I probably should have seen K-On! At some point, but I never have. So yeah, the alternative card sets are definitely something to look at, you know? You might not need that $1,000 Weiss signature, or you might find that the art or the quality is just as good on a card from an alternative set that you might not have heard of. Here's another K-On! Card that is... Tegumi? Tsumugi Kurobuki. I have no idea. These cards are actually from 2010. See right there, so that's pretty cool. But... fortunately, they're not grading the best. Probably what I'll do is I'll keep those together up here, and we will put those into a set. Here's another Precious Memories. I bet I sent those off in order. No, this is, I didn't even know what this was, but I picked these up pretty cheap. This is Yuru Yuri? Yeah, Yuru Yuri. I think this has an anime. Never seen it, never had heard of it before, but it looked kind of cute, and it had a full signature set, so I was like, what the hell, I'll pick it up. So that was cool. Here's another Yuri Yuri card, 8.5. Another Precious Memories. That one pulls the 10 signature. Her name is Akari. For the fans out there, I do apologize if I'm butchering any names, but there's only so much I can do. Here's another one. And she pulls the 8. So, There's a set there. I think there were only 4 of those, if I recall correctly. It's been a while. Oh, this is interesting. This is Build Divide. I think I may have sent off Build Divide for... What is this? Is this Demon Slayer? I can't remember. No, these are the Bocchi cards. Okay, so I sent off... Again, this was 4 months ago. I sent this off before the Bocchi The Rock had even launched in English. I'm not even sure it was out in Japanese. It might have just come out in Japanese. So I picked these up pretty cheap, and Bocchi obviously was very popular at the time, you know, end of last year, fall last year. So I don't know. I don't know what those are going to go for, if they're going to move at all, with so many Bocchi The Rock cards out now, because the English has dropped in Weiss, and the English, or the set has dropped in Japanese. So they're out there. There's a Bocchi card. Glad to see those grading 10. The quality seems pretty high on these. We've got a Pristine here. That's nice. Ryu pulls the 10. These cards are nice because they're kind of like, I wouldn't call it lenticular, but they've got a unique hollow pattern that you don't really see a lot of. So that's our second Pristine out of the submission so far. Here's another Build Divide card. Another Bocchi. She gets the 8.5. Random. Okay. There's another one here. That pulls the 10. That's nice. So if you are collecting cards right now, back to our discussion about the card market, if you're out there and you are a buyer right now is probably the best time in the world to actually collect cards. I can't think of a better time to go out and to start a collection, because everything's at an all-time low. We're coming off the high from 2020 and 2021. Things are down. They're probably going to be down for a while if you look at the economy and those sorts of things. And it's really, you're going to get some incredible deals out there on sites like eBay or sites like Mercari or wherever your preferred marketplace is. Another Pristine there. That's nice. So be on the lookout. It doesn't matter what you collect, be it Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, anime, Weiss, you know, even Magic is down right now, aside from some of the specialty sets. You're going to get some good deals out there. There are people that are looking to move things. There are people that are looking to, you know, offload stock that they've had in for a long time. There are people out there that are, frankly, kind of hurting to sell cards right now. So I would say that, ooh, God, that's going to be a $10 card. Probably. 7.5. That's our lowest grade of the day right there. So yeah, be on the lookout, especially for cards that aren't grading 10. Because frankly, cards that don't grade 10 right now really aren't moving. And they're not moving for probably a number of reasons. The number one reason is you have that 10 bias. People buy a graded card, they want a 10. So if you're out there and you're on a budget, look at the 9s, look at the 8.5s. There could be a very small issue with the card. You know, it's slightly off center, it's got a nick in it, it's got something that, you know, doesn't hurt the display ability of the card, that you can frankly pick up for a steal compared to the 10 and still, you know, displays just fine. Oh, there's the meme card. I'm glad that one pulled the 10. That's great. Love that. First year, second class, Maid Cafe, Build Divide. I don't know if you'll find that one in Weiss. That's funny. I like that. Bocchi was a fun series. 9 on that one. More Build Divide. I'm going to start speedrunning these, I think. 10 on that one. Well, we got another Pristine here. Another Build Divide. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. That's all of them together. I'm glad that one pulled the Pristine. Spinning Memories, Kazoku Band. Probably butchered that. Yeah, that's cool. Build Divide does this thing where, again, with a unique hollow pattern, like the stars and stuff, right? But their foil is very, very shiny. Like, the background is not just holographic, it's almost metallic in nature, which is cool. You know, I think they're all trying to do their own little distinct thing. That pulls the 10. That's cool. And these are all going up on eBay very soon. Probably either as this video goes up or over the coming week or so. Oh, she pulls the 8.5. Not sure what happened there. So if you see a card that you're interested with, you can check out my eBay. The link is on my profile. And you will probably see most of these cards there. Build Divide, Bocchi, 10. More Build Divide. I sent off a lot of these, and they're all going to be a big block. 10. Even 10s on the duplicates, which is good. 10 on her. That's good. Well, we got another Pristine coming up here. What do you guys think? It's been so long since I made a video. What do you guys think about the Pristine label versus the Perfect 10 that they don't give out anymore? Personally, I do like the look of the Pristine label. I think it looks, I think it looks really good design-wise. The CGC blue label was always kind of like, it wasn't bad. Frankly, PSA's label was even more plain than that, or is, still more plain than that was. But I think I like this better. I do. I think it definitely highlights the card better. And Perfect 10s, gosh, I think they just give out Pristines like they give out Perfect 10s, or they used to, because the pile here, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 with fresh pull or fresh pack anime cards. Out of what we've gone through so far, the percentages seem about on par. Oh, here's a Demon Slayer card. This is Build Divide. Regular Build Divide, and the other one's Build Divide Bright. I don't know what the difference is. It's some sort of a difference in set, but I unfortunately don't know the specifics of it. Yeah, this is a Bad Demon from Demon Slayer. Entertainment District Arc. That's actually, I think that's our first 9.5, actually. They don't seem to be too fond of giving that grade out. They seem to either bump it down to a 9 or bump it up to a 10. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, Nezuko pulls the 10. That's cute. A lot of 10s, actually. It's our highest stack right now is 10. So that's good. Shinobu pulls the 10. That's good. Got another Pristine coming up, and there's a Pristine behind it too. I can see it. This is Tanjiro Kamado pulling the 10. Is this a promo? What are they? Tie-up starter Demon Slayer TS 1-11. Don't know what that means, but happy to get a Pristine on it. I wonder if this is the same thing. Nope, this is a Pokemon card. What the heck is this? I sent this off so long ago. I actually just pulled the shiny version of this out of Chaldean Fates recently, so I'm glad that pulls the Pristine. That's cool. That's a personal, probably a personal hold card of mine from Clayburst. That's funny. Love Fortress. He's my boy. Fortress is a monster defensively if you've ever played competitive. I've always used him as kind of like a lead or a tank, or a setup mon, and he's wild. Oh, I remember this. I sent this off, and I knew it would not grade very high. I bought this as a single for a good set, or for a good price, but the card had some issues, and I knew it had some issues. Frankly, the fact that it graded 8.5, when I can flip it over and I can see that there is some edge wear on the back, I'm okay with that. There's also some edge wear on the front, but God, I love Wiz. I love Konosuba. That is such a pretty card. Probably a personal hold. I don't know. I'd like to have it in a 10, but wouldn't everyone? 10's probably, in that card, is probably a few $100s minimum. Back to Weiss. Okay, this is from Sneaker Bunko. I have some Sneaker Bunko cards in here. Bitter or Sweet Chocolate, super rare. That's a pretty card. Glad that pulls the 10. She pulls the Pristine. That's nice. That'll bring a bit of a premium. We're gonna need it. Okay, Weiss Schwarz still. Elma pulls the 10. Maid Dragon Rare. That's good. Pop that in there. Got another Weiss Pristine 10. Okay, that's the Luqua card. Maid Experience Luqua. I've sold those before, and that's actually a very popular card, so that's good to take the Pristine. Okay. Oh boy. That's from Hololive. That's Noelle. She pulls the 7-5. My goodness, what happened to you? Maybe they were offended by you. I don't know. 7-5. That's tying for our lowest score so far. I can't even see a problem. I really can't. Like, she doesn't have a mark on the back of her at all. Maybe there's some corner wear in the upper left. Yeah, there is a little bit of corner wear in the upper left, but man, 7-5, huh? I guess it doesn't matter at that point. You're just buying it for the... You're buying it because you think it looks cool. Quote-unquote cool. Oh, there's Ina. Ina pulls the 10 for all you Ina fans out there. Okay. That's the first box. I'm gonna toss that over there. You can listen to the ASMR box toss. Pull this up over here. Oh, this box is not completely full, so we're more than halfway done. And this is not the heaviest hitter box. Basically, I don't tend to send my heavy hitters off to CGC anymore because, frankly, the grading's still strict. It's stricter than PSA, I would argue, though some people have claimed that PSA has gotten more strict recently. I think PSA might be trying to come back, not devalue the 10 so much, because if every card grades 10, then what's the point, right? So, if that's the case and PSA has gotten more strict, then it's going to depend what kind of cards that you're sending in and whether or not CGC or PSA is a better deal. But anyway, starting with this box, we're going to start with a Weiss card again. Oh, there's Toru. She gets the 10. That's good. I bought so many Dragon Maid cards. I'm a Dragon Maid fan, in case you didn't know. So, oh, there's a Lulu, Arrival of Adolescence. That is the holo card. I have this up on eBay right now in a 9, but it's the non-holo version, and I've had some interest in that recently. I've actually got to get back to them on that. Let's see, more Dragon Maid. Yeah, Lukua pulls the 10. Around here, Elma pulls the 10, also a Maid Dragon Rare. Lot of regular Gem Mint 10s, which I guess is to be expected considering Weiss's print quality and everything. Take it back, never mind. We get the 8.5 on that one, and I'll eat my words, and she goes to this pile over here. We don't talk about it. Go over here. She gets the 10. We're back to 10s again. It's funny. It's weird how those cards, I mean, they all came from the same place, more or less. They all came from the same buyer, as far as I'm aware. They're all packaged the same way. They probably all came from the same pull lot. And one card gets a 10, the next card drops a full grade and a half, and it makes you wonder. Alright, let's see here. I sent this off. This was actually mine. This is the, what do they call this? Making the Best Memories. There's a card by the same name that was a promo that has totally different artwork, but this is kind of like, I think this is kind of like the trial deck triple rare. Yeah, and it's hollow. It's got all the girls on it. I think that's probably going to go over here. Let's see. Did I send more than one of those off? I have no idea. Here's an Osaka card, though. Don't know what this is. Oh, that pulls the 10. That's an Lulu Osaka card. Hollow. Threw that in there. Dragon Maid is probably my best-selling set, to be honest. Granted, I've probably listed most of it, but it just, for the most part, it just sells. It's very popular. It's a very popular series. The characters themselves are very popular, which is really important for a card set. She pulls the Pristine. That's nice. And what I mean by that is you'll see a lot, basically every popular anime comes out with a card set. Basically every anime comes out with a popular, or every popular anime comes out with a card set. I'm currently staring down sets like that are coming out recently, like Frieren, if I can say her name right, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Elf Girl, very popular Elf Girl. I started watching that series actually recently, and she's everywhere. So Weiss has moved very quickly on that, and I think we're going to see the Japanese set drop in less than 2 months in April, which is a pretty fast turnaround. And you're already seeing promos come out of Japan, and other card sets are probably trying to get licensing rights right now. So But what you got to look at is you got to look at, when you're looking at a popular series that's going to come out with a card set, you got to look at you have to look at the quality of the cards that they're going to be putting into the set. It's great if you can find an early set list or not pre-order and order, you know, just as the set comes out so you kind of know what's in it. Because I've noticed with a lot of sets, their base rares can be really nice. Their base rares might even be worth grading, but if they are all screenshots of the anime, or if they're primarily of characters that aren't that popular, or if the anime doesn't have a lot of waifus in it, it's probably not a very investable set. It just isn't. Speaking of waifu, there's Wiz again. Hello, Wiz. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking at, you know, getting into reselling, or if you're just looking for sets to invest in. Double Wiz, double 10. That's nice. More Rebirth. 10. That's a Darkness card that I sent off. You know, I used to have a buyer that would buy every Darkness card I got in off of me, and then he kind of just went dark and never responded again. I hope he's doing all right. I don't know what happened to him. But, Lulu, 10. So that's just some general tips to keep in mind if you're looking for investable card sets, at least for my... Oh, speaking of waifu. This card, if you have the signature version from... I think it pulls from the trial deck. Boy, in a 10, you're looking at several hundred, if not to $1,000 at one point or more. Again, everything's kind of down at this point. Everything is kind of low at this point, but still something to keep in mind. Luca pulls the 9 on that one. More Weiss. 10 on that Luca card. Sold that one before. Alright, last row. More Weiss. 8.5. That is the Toru Kobayashi pool. What are they called? They just call it Toru and Kobayashi, I guess. Okay. Lulu card. Gem 10. I already have that one on PSA 10, I believe. This one here. Same card. 10. I'm going to put that over here. Take the better of the two. There's one. Here's one here. This one pulls the Gold Pristine. Another Luca card. Nice, like that. Did I? Yeah, okay, good there. $9 on that Luca card. So let me know in the comments down below, what are you buying right now? What are you investing in? Have you stopped buying? Have you slowed down? You know, what does the card market look like for you in your corner of the woods? Because, you know, I've only got one perspective. I have people, you know, that I work with. I have people that I talk to and stuff, and they've given me, you know, some things are moving, some things aren't, some things, you know, are different. I'll tell you what, you might have noticed a distinct lack of Pokemon in this. I think there's only been 1 or 2 Pokemon cards in here. And frankly, a lot of that is because the Pokemon, modern Pokemon is not doing well. It just isn't. And there's a lot of people that's a dirty, that don't say that, don't even admit to that, but it really isn't. And by modern, I mean like Scarlet and Violet specifically. Like Sword and Shield, frankly, had bangers compared to what they're putting out for Scarlet Violet. And the only real interest that I've seen in any of the modern card sets post Sword and Shield era are Paldean Fates, because it's another Fate set. So you've got, you know, all your shinies and all your things, and you've got your Mew, and you've got your XYZ, and then you've got Pokemon 151, which of course is the original 151. The Scarlet Violet based sets, although I think they were actually really fun games and really well written, barring the performance issues, yeah, I mean, an 8 from Obsidian Flames. Who cares? Well, maybe somebody wants it. I don't even know what to do with that, to be honest. Oh, just as I say, there isn't much Pokemon in here. We might be getting into a Pokemon block. That's Ortega from Obsidian Flames. He gets the 9. Wow. He's gotta go over here. I'll have to double check these piles. I think I got that right. Let's see. Back to Weiss again. 10. There's a Kana. For all you Kana fans out there. Let's see here. 7-5. Oh my god, that's not good. I think I actually needed this card, is why I sent it off. Oh, 7.5, really? That is this a trial deck card? No, this is a promo. So this is a hollow promo card. A World She Never Knew over Ruru, or Lulu, whatever. Seems like they interchangeably use that name. But yeah, it's like one of those promo cards. I don't know if it sits at the top of the box, if it was given away at some point, but promo cards, they're hard to grade sometimes. Let's see here. Never mind. There's my 10. Never mind. Talking out of my ass. Let's see. Another Weiss card. There's another 10. Alright, let's see which of those is better. And then, let's see here. Weiss Schwarz. 9. Oh, this one's popular. I wish that pulled the 10. This is Sister-in-Law Mio from Weiss Schwarz Sneaker Bunko Trial Deck. I've sold one of those cards before, and it sold very quickly. So I might have sent off quite a few of those in this. I can't remember. 8, unfortunate. The problem with those cards is that they're in the middle of packs and they're not hollow or really hits, so when you find those cards, they're often sold in lots. Yeah. And I think that was probably expected, if I remember correctly. I don't think any of these that I sent off are particularly high. Well, it's a 9.5. You couldn't give her the 10, huh? Just that extra 0.5, huh, Mr. CGC man? Nope, it's getting worse. Oh, what is there, like 6 of these in here? Something like that? Probably. But I think now I remember, I don't think any of those are particularly high grade. Here's a Pokemon card. Jesse and James 9.5. No idea. Might have just been filling out the submission at that point. It's a little bit older. What is that? 2019 Hidden Fates, yeah. More Pokemon. 9. We got worse. Okay. Back to Weiss. We got a few cards left, and that's going to be it. Got a 10. Oh boy, that's a card right there. What did they call this one? Yuzu's Servant Anniversary. This is also from Sneaker Bunko. This is not the hollow version, but very popular card for obvious reasons. I can't even remember. It's got to be in here, I would think. Unless I sent it off to PSA, but there were some. That one pulls the 8.5. There were some other Sneaker Bunko cards I've got to be on the lookout for. That one pulls the 10. 9.5. Oh, I think I needed this one as well. This is, what is this called again? Busy Shopping. Yeah, this is also a holo card, but this is a triple rare from, I think it's also from the trial deck. I think that's a theme. I think I was missing a lot of the trial deck cards for Dragon Maid, so it's probably why I sent them off. I hope I had multiple of those. I did, and it's probably not gonna get a 10, unfortunately. Let's see, here's the last one. 7.5. Oof, God. Oh, I was probably hoping for better on that one. That's an extremely popular card. The problem with this card specifically, then if you can argue there's a problem with this card, it's got a lot of foil on it. And a lot of them do have a lot of foil on them when they're the Maid Dragon rares, because they're like, they've got like the stars on them and stuff. I can't seem to find one. We were kind of too far back here. Yeah, see, it's got like the stars on them. But if you look at the total foil on this one, and you look at the stars on that one, this has, I mean, they're just big. They really are. And they tend to scratch. So that's probably what did it. I'm looking at it right now, and I can see there is some foil scratch in there. So that makes sense, but it's still unfortunate to see. You always hope that, those cards grade well, but what can you do? So, not the worst return, not the best return, but frankly, after waiting 4 months, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Like I said about the general card market and that sort of thing, I'm kind of pivoting. I don't know if I want to say pivoting away from Pokemon, but I've definitely done a lot less with Pokemon just because market's so competitive. There's so many guys out there that only do Pokemon that once you start branching out into anime or branching out into some of these other lesser known sets, you kind of fill a niche that some people might not even know were there. So that is probably it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to edit this video and try to get it up relatively soon. And let me know what you think. All right, later.